117 days in. 217 in numbers is Mission Impossible, Lady Diana Francis Spencer, Tom Sidney Bushnell. Today was bank holiday. I forgot that until a couple of days ago. And it was sunny. It was a good swim in the sea. A lot of different people come and visit during those times. And I watched Dark Knight today, or The Dark Knight. Hey, Cheryl, Elizabeth. And that was good, always good to watch. And there's a part in that film where it's at the end where they're rescuing the hostages, and there's a blue team and a red team. I hadn't really noticed that properly before. I've noticed the red team and blue team in Tenet, and subtly in Interstellar now recently with Joseph Cooper, 145, red team, blue team, 145. Sonny Hayes, I've said a few times in F1. Sonny Hayes 145, but the red team, blue team, red team in Dark Knight, The Dark Knight at the end. And the blue team figure out what's going on at the beginning of that little episode at the end. And then the red team kind of on the surface perform the rescue, but with the info from the blue team. And Nolan goes into that principle far more in, hey Karen, hey Mel. Oh, bless you. Nolan goes into that more in depth in his in Tenet movie. So, Lady and the Tramp's coming on, and there's a part in Batman Begins where Bruce Wayne, who can be Trump and JFK Jr., swaps his coat to go underworld with a tramp, so he can kind of infiltrate. I guess the cloak of invisibility, but it's interesting. Lady and the Trump sounds like Lady and the Trump almost, but yeah, I'm gonna see if I can watch that, because that would be like a new film for me. I may have watched it as a kid, but it would be like watching a new one. There's also another cartoon called Grand Prix of Europe, and the Grand Prix film with F1 and the schedule and all that is very interesting right now. So I'm wondering what might be shown in that film. They've got Harry Potter on, or Potter, I should say. Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight Rises, which is 206, which is quantum physics. So the Dark Knight is 136, which is the algorithm, and there's an algorithm used at the end of that film in there. Stock Exchange is 136, Marty McFly is 136, Real Reversal 136, Real Time Machine 136. But yeah, that's all in there. Yeah. If you add the word "the" to The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight 136, takes you to 169, which is Trump Tower, Great Awakening, or The Great Awakening. That's the other one. So Great Awakening is 136, but The Great Awakening is 169. Thomas Bushnell 169. The Financial Reset would be 169. Checkmate Time Machine 169. But Trump Tower, and Trump Tower is used, real building, in The Dark Knight Rises, so that becomes Wayne Tower. So for anyone that's in doubt that Trump is also the character Batman along with JFK Jr., then it's there. So yeah, anyway, thought I'd share that with you. So here folks, so my link on Aha Halo is active. I think there might have been an issue with that yesterday or for a few days, but if you use Tom Numbers specifically in the checkout, type in Tom Numbers, you'll get $30 off with free international shipping. So that's there. All right, so anyway, you have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, God bless. Take care. Bye.